What's going on, everybody? Good morning. How the heck are you? How do I look? How do I sound? You know what I'm saying? Got the holiday cheer here in the studio. I'm super pumped to be here today. Talk to you guys. Got some good stories, got some sad stories, and we're gonna cover them all here today at the Pop Culture Cafe. Welcome to the Morning Mug. I got mine right here, chock full of some iced tea. What y'all got? What's your snack? What's your drink? Some of you, I know it's lunchtime, so I know it's dinner time. Some, boy, I tell you, we're all over the world. We're international here at the Morning Mug. So look, let's just get it started. Bob, you're right. I can tell he's frothing at the bit over here just to keep the steam train rolling. So grab a drink, grab a snack, y'all. Oh my goodness, it's time. Say it with me. For the Morning Mug. Let's go. Hey, my friends, welcome back to the Morning Mug. Now, let's chat. When I look at that, I think to myself, 2026 is coming around. Maybe should we have a new breakfast? I think we should work on maybe a new intro, right? They're a lot of work, as you can tell, but I figure 2026, we're gonna have to maybe get a new intro, new breakfast, maybe even a new outro. What y'all think? If you think, what should the breakfast be? Let's see. We've had what have we had so far? We've had eggs, right? We had a fried egg with some fruit. We had some a waffle there with some fruit. So throw it out there, y'all. Which one the next one to be? So, but good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Now let's see who's in the old cafe. There it is. Ding-ling. The door's opening. Here it comes. There's Dave right there. Dave, I think you must work here. I think Dave's got a set of keys. He's already here. He's opening shop, is making sure the espresso machine's going. Saying good morning. You're gonna see Hamnet and Avatar Fire and Ash. Cool. And Housemaid, dude, you're on fire in the theater right now. We're gonna talk about all those. I don't know about Hamnet, but we're gonna talk about a lot of those. You are welcome, man. Oh, it's fine. Look, technical difficulties. You just roll with it. You roll with the punches and they keep on going. Like these, we're always going to, I got Bob here. He might be sleeping at the wheel. There's a little snafu here and there. We just breeze right through it. I realize shutting down the stream is a little extreme, but you had to do it, man. You couldn't hear nobody. Y'all, it was Dave's birthday yesterday, so wish him happy birthday to the young lad there. We had a little birthday stream on Dave's channel. Go check that out. It was a lot of fun. There might be 2 links, though, because we had to stop it because he wasn't getting audio and then restart it. But it was fun. He directed there's Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson. Yes, that's A Few Good Men. That's A Few Good Men. We're going to talk about that. I don't want to throw them all out there just yet because I want to talk about it together. I want to ask you to see the start. Yeah, I know you were on the stream, so you probably didn't see, but I was commenting I'm like, yeah, Star Trek for life. I put that up there as soon as you brought up your DVD set. Nice. Who else is here? Kelly, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. You're hiding in a dark room. Sun beaming off the snow makes it so bright. Oh no, gives you headaches. Well, close those windows. Get all cozy. Hang out with the huckster and everybody else in the chats. We're just gonna have fun, man. Yeah, dude. There's nothing worse than it's like we call them bounce cards in production, Hollywood, whatever. It's a big white card or silver card where you try to catch the sun, boom, when you're outside, and you reflect it off the bounce card into the actor's face. So they're very well lit, like their face is perfectly lit. So it sounds like you have a built-in bounce card outside, which isn't necessarily a good thing if you don't want to be lit. Favorite Rob Reiner is definitely Princess Bride. Yes. Yeah, so we're going to talk about it. Look, it's all going to be like a love fest here today, not like how some people like to frame it. We won't go down that rabbit hole unless something comes out, but some people just suck is all we're going to say. But we are going to build him up and talk about his legacy and what a wonderful person he was, and a giving person, and all that good stuff. Hey, what's up there, Trayvon? Welcome. Steve Moody is here. Greetings, Moody and Ghoul. That sounds like a great show. Moody and Ghoul, Moody and Ghoul. Nah, 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 nah. Right? You guys workshop that. You're welcome. There are movies I know Rob Reiner did. Yeah, like when you start looking at them, you're like, oh, he did that, he did that. Oh, and there's some good ones. Oh, I can't wait. We'll just dive in. We could make that our first topic, y'all. Pretty sure I will. What's up? The third KB is here. Well, hello. Look at that. What a lovely KB. All the KBs are delightful and lovely. Morning to you. Let's see. So Craig is here. Let's see. Get your breakfast. Nice. Oh, and your Superman mug. But yeah, look, I got my little elf mug right there. Yeah. Almost didn't know I had this. I had like a 2-pack I got at Big Lots when they were closing that came with a pint and a mug. And I thought to myself, I'll never use the mug. I'm like, what are you talking about? You use it during Christmas. As soon as I found this in the 2-pack, I've been using it even outside of the show. Howdy, old big ass mug. Is it like one of those, like, here? Well, let's see. I'll show it to you. This is my friend's mug. Is it like a big ass mug like that? Like how ginormous that thing is, y'all. Yeah. It's a big ass mug. You drink out of that big ass mug, man. You have every right. Go Crunch Berries. I can at least enjoy the sight of them. Meaning they're too sugary to actually indulge yourself with. I get it. Happy belated birthday. Mine isn't that big. All right. Well, there you go. But it's a big ass mug filled with some delicious liquid. All right, y'all. So, yeah, welcome, by the way. Happy Tuesday, Blues Day to everybody. Today, of course, is the day that we talk about box office, new releases, and any other relevant Hollywood news. And, of course, today we're going to talk about Rob Reiner. You saw him on the thumbnail there. It's just such a sad tragedy. You know, we'll just talk about him, y'all, and talk positively and appreciate what he's given us and have a good time. So I want to start by saying how when I grew up, it was a TV show. Some of you aren't even going to know it. You may have heard about it, called All in the Family. It's a very dysfunctional family. Archie Bunker was a total, racist, bigoted kind of guy. And then Rob Reiner played the son-in-law to his Archie Bunker's daughter. And he was the opposite of all that. He was inclusive. The Jeffersons, which was the black family that lived by, and they had their own show eventually because they were so famous and so popular on the show. Whenever they would come over to watch someone like Archie Bunker butt heads with a black family, it's kind of hilarious to watch because he always never has the upper hand, right? They were very delicate on that show to present Archie in a certain way, and it didn't make him unlikable, but it showed you his flaws and how anyone can learn from those things. And of course, Rob Reiner's character, Michael Stivic, taught him those things. He was very inclusive and he was very funny, and they were very combative, but at the same time, very loving. There's some great moments out there on YouTube that show some great scenes between them. And there's one, I think it was like maybe the final scene when he used to live in the house with him. So that's what garnered a lot of good play. But then eventually they had a baby and then moved out. And there's this great scene where he calls him, he's like a father to him. Super sweet. So not only was Rob Reiner pretty much mostly known these days as a director, but he was one hell of an actor. Absolutely fantastic as an actor on that show. He was so good. But when he branched out to pursue his directing career, let's just say the first real deal that he came out with was This Is Spinal Tap, which if you haven't seen it, I think it just pretty much created the whole mockumentary type thing. And it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's funny. It's, this one goes to 11. Well, I mean, but if you just make 10 the loudest, and you make 10 the loudest, then it could go to 10. But this one goes to 11. Everyone knows that, right? The whole 11 thing. It's so good. I mean, we all still use that today. It's super quotable. But then he rolled into another little teen comedy that I love a lot, which is The Sure Thing with John Cusack. I believe he saw Cusack. I want to say there was a movie called Class. Maybe that might have been it, where he had just like a minor role in that, but he was so memorable in that. So he cast Cusack in The Sure Thing, and of course that launched his career. And then let me just roll into a few movies that happened after The Sure Thing that you may or may not have heard of. Stand By Me, right? And by the way, this is all back to back. So 84 was Spinal Tap, 85 Sure Thing, 86 Stand By Me, 87 The Princess Bride, 89 When Harry Met Sally. My God, When Harry Met Sally, it's so good. And then look, what's great is you have all these things. You have comedy. You got that Stand By Me, which is an adaptation of Stephen King. It's like this drama with these kids, in which he directed the kids. Great. Princess Bride, this fantasy film, and Harry Met Sally's hilarious. And then we get Misery, y'all. I mean, this guy, he could just, he was not afraid of any genre. Misery, right? This horror, another adaptation of Stephen King. He must have loved doing that. He's a very well-read person. And that garnered Kathy Bates her Academy Award. I remember seeing Misery. I'm like, there's no way. I said to myself, I would pick her after seeing all the nominees that year. I go, but Hollywood just doesn't know how to honor horror, suspense type things. Well, they figured it out because they gave it to Kathy Bates. I was like, oh my God, she's so good. And she earned it. And after that comes one of my all-time favorite courtroom dramas of all time, and that's A Few Good Men. Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, Demi Moore, just Kevin Bacon. I saw some videos of Kevin Bacon popping up where he talked about how Rob called him to be in the movie, and he was very moved by that. And what a movie! I just watching that courtroom scene between Cruise and Nicholson. Like, I don't care. Like, some people, look, there's people who like Cruise and those who don't. If you watch this channel long enough, I'm in the camp like Tom Cruise. And those of you who say, oh, Tom Cruise can't act, he's a terrible actor. I don't know what movies you're watching with him, but like, if you're a bad actor, you can't become the presence that Tom Cruise has become. But when you watch the two of them in that scene going at it, Jack cannot be as good as he is if Tom isn't as good as he is. They both push each other to that moment where they say the lines the way they do. I watched so many behind the scenes things on this, and you'll see like how certain lines were supposed to be delivered one way. The "you can't handle the truth" wasn't the original one. It was, I forget, it was phrased a different way. But just through bouncing back and forth off of each other, you find this moment of gold that like you can't imagine it being any other way. I love that movie. It's just fantastic. And then we have The American President. Look at that. You got yourself some Michael Douglas, Annette Bening. Michael J. Fox is in that. Just good, solid stuff, y'all. I'm gonna try to flick to something newer. I will say that's like, I think the bulk of his greatness lied. Let's see, when was that? When was American President? Okay, it's 95. So he ran a good like 15 years, pulling out solid stuff that a lot of directors don't get that ability to do. But there was some other stuff recently. Of course, his final film was Spinal Tap 2. I was watching that last night. I missed it in the theater because it did not stay here at all. But I was watching it last night. It has the same charm that the original did. Didn't get through the whole thing because the wife had to go to sleep. Got to turn it off. Got to let the wife go to sleep. But yeah, man, his stuff was just, it really got to me when I heard, I know everyone's heard by now. It was a horrific murder, stabbed to death by their son, both Rob and his wife. And it's just terrible. So, I'm sure they're going to investigate and go from there. But let's just see. Yeah, Rob also popped in and out of his own things as an actor too. If you're paying attention, obviously he is the director in Spinal Tap, but he's gives himself a different name and he's acting in it. He was in stuff like Gomer Pyle TV show, or some other TV shows he was in. Happy Days. What else? Oh yeah, and of course, and his sister was Penny Marshall, who was Laverne from Laverne and Shirley. So the Reiners, and of course Carl Reiner was his dad. So that family was just filled with talent, giving us so much love, so much joy. And look, if you're out there and you have a good conscience and you have common sense, and you've seen anything that Rob has done and it's touched you and you like it and you loved it, right? Be on the side of right here in today's heated political landscape where, the leader of our country comes out and literally 12 hours later just can't say anything of sympathy for the family, turns it into a personal attack, has no spine, no decorum at all. You can not like somebody because they have an opinion against you, but when something like this happens, it's not okay to act like that. If you think it's okay to act like that, you're probably not a member of my channel, so I appreciate that. Pretty sure we got great common sense people here. So keep spreading that word of love. Don't let people who think that way, who act that way, infect your world. We try to keep it positive here, but sometimes you got to point out the vile that's out there to let you know there's a safe places like here where you can come and talk positive, talk about someone like Rob Reiner. He was an activist. And look, whether you're on the side of Rob or not, that's fine. Again, you can have opinions. It's just like loving a movie, right? There are plenty of us that love a movie or hate a movie. I do it all the time with my friends here on YouTube. Like I'll go see a movie. My friend Luke Ponto. Luke, are you here yet? Like Luke loves long legs. I couldn't stand it. Almost walked out twice. But we're still buds, man. I love the dude. I want to hang out. We're on each other's shows. It's like, that's what normal people with common sense can do. But now if you have an ego and it's all about you, sometimes you're incapable of thoughts like that. All right. But anyway, that's my love fest for Rob Reiner. Let me know in the comments, what are some of your all-time favorite Rob Reiner movies? Whatever it is, I got to see it. I want to see it light up. Don't just sit there, y'all, and listen to my gums flap. Actually show me. I want to know that you're here, that you're present, and that you appreciated what Rob gave to us. And just let me see it, light it up. Even if it's just one. Princess Bride, A Few Good Men, North. Maybe it's North. You love the movie North. Pop it up right here, right now. Let it be heard. Hit that like button. Look, I do this every week. So for the loving memory of Rob Reiner, smack that. If you haven't smacked it yet, just get over there. Sometimes I forget to. I'll be watching somebody stream and somebody goes, don't forget to hit that like button. I'm like, oh, geez, I've been watching for half an hour. Click. But go ahead and do that. I'd appreciate it. That'd be awesome. By the way, let's see. Let's just slap our banner right. Hit it, Bob. There it is. And welcome to the Morning Mug, y'all. I know it comes in the middle of the show, but there it is. Youch. But it's good to see y'all. It's good to see you. Let's get back to the chats and see who else. If we got somebody new popping in. Look at that. Slow 0640. Rob Reiner, Stand By Me. Oh, it was a near masterpiece. There it is. That's what I want to see. Thank you. Thank you for putting that in there. It is phenomenal. Got it in the shelf right behind me on 4K. Got to start giving some of his stuff a rewatch. I want to rewatch that. A Few Good Men, like a sure thing, like all of his stuff. Like I said, I was watching Spinal Tap 2 last night because it's one I hadn't seen yet. Such good work. So Rob was in Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, that's right. Yes, the dad, dude. Exactly. He was really good in that. Yeah, he was like this cranky dude. So good. Happy holidays. Hey, man. Right back at ya. Happy holidays to everybody out there, man. Thank you for coming. Try to festive it up with the hat and the green lights. And well, you can't see it, but the red lights right there. Mic blocking everything. Let's see. A Few Good Men is amazing. Absolutely. My all-time faves. I like Tom Cruise, especially in Legend. Yeah. Pardon me. Legend, man. I love Legend. Although it's funny because Tom is always amazing about having such screen presence. And I can't think of any other Tom Cruise movie where he gets the focus taken away from him with Tim Curry. That's how good Tim Curry is playing Darkness. He is so captivating as Darkness. And, I mean, it's just hard to, the makeup prosthetics on him and the presence that Tim Curry already has. And Tom just sort of kind of disappears around Tim, at least for me. And I love Tom, I think maybe too, because Tom's character isn't the typical Tom Cruise, get it done kind of character. He's sort of this sweet, at first just seems like a sweet boy who has to sort of, get there. Like he has to reach those moments and his persona pushes him there. Or I just freaking love Tim Curry that much. I don't know, but yeah, Tom Cruise, let's go. Didn't he do a few? He probably did. He probably did. Yeah, a lot of big directors like Richard Donner, he actually did some of the original Twilight Zones and Gilligan's Island. And I know Seinfeld would have been during his run as a thing. Dude, I can't even tell you how much I agree with that. I'm going to put a star on you right there. Good. See, I told you. I have smart people. I have the smartest, coolest audience there is because you get it. All you got to do is get it. And the worst is when the people that come out and support what he said about Rob after he was brutally murdered. I got problems with those people. Like, what's wrong with you people? Like, what we need are the people that support him to go, dude, really? And like stand up and say that's not right. It's okay. You can vote for him and still change your mind. It's okay. Like, it doesn't make you a bad person. You don't have to stick to him and with everything he says. You can, at a point, say enough is enough. And maybe that's now. Yeah. Get me down, yeah. Jerry Seinfeld said he saved the show in the oh, did he? Nice. I didn't know that. So, like, Rob just came in and juiced it up with some of that Rob Reiner goodness in Seinfeld. That's a nice little, that's a little trivia bit I didn't know. I know, bro. I know. When Harry Met Sally, there you go. Dude. And again, we all know the scene. How great is the scene when his mother is sitting there and, of course, Sally has her big O moment. Yes, yes. Oh. And then, you know the line, say it with me. I'll have what she's having. Brilliant. Brilliant. And to pick your mom as the person that says that, telling you, it's moments like that that make movies what they are. Like, that moment is so good. That's what gets you going back and back, because all it takes is maybe a moment like that that's so iconic that it's in no other movie. And this is just a rom-com, you know? What sets us apart? It's things like that. And then it's like the dialogue between the two of them when they're falling in love or not falling in love. And then the two people when they call Bruno Kirby and Carrie Fisher on the phone to vent. I mean, it's just in the split screens of four people all timing their dialogue on the money for absolute perfection in one cut. All that was done, by the way, in one. So when the people come in on the phones, they're all on the phone. They're all being shot simultaneously because their timing has to be, there's no cuts in that phone call scene. So your timing has to be exactly what they're saying. So, you know, a stagehand isn't calling, you know, Billy Crystal and giving them Bruno Kirby's lines, and someone's not feeding Carrie Fisher's lines to, they're all talking. And I forget how many times I had to try that to nail it, but it was not a one take wonder. I don't think if it was, oh my God, if that was one take, kudos to everybody for not missing a step on that. What's going on, buddy? Hello, how are you? I am good. I have my vacation. I'm not on vacation. I wish I was on vacation. I'm not on vacation. I went and grabbed my daughter from Thanksgiving. So that vacation was good. That was like a 5-day just hanging out with the daughter kind of thing. So not like a super vacay, but we also saw some family, had a nice Thanksgiving dinner, stuff like that. You know, your usual chill Thanksgiving style vacay. And we're not going anywhere here for Christmas vacay. We're staying here because the daughter's in town. So although she's at a sleepover already, kid couldn't wait to get home and then get out of the house. It's like, hey, mom, dad, is it okay if I have a sleepover tomorrow? We're like, well, hi. Yes. Okay, sure. Because, you know, she's only got 3 weeks and wants to see all of her, all of her friends. So, you know, you got to be the cool dad. I'm like, yeah, go, girl. That's a Incredible Hulk music, y'all. All right, let's see. Thank you, Steve. Yes. Look at that. I mean, that would be such a great, like, trilogy to watch in a row right there. Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, watch The Wolf of Wall Street for some acting. Already mentioned Princess Bride. That was something else. My first episode Fantasy Kelly. Look, I love that. Here's the funny thing. Can I tell you? And this is the honest truth, y'all. I know this is like a beloved movie. When I first watched it, and maybe when I first watched it, I didn't get a chance to see it when it first came out. So I had to hear about it and then see it on video. I think it had already been blown up so big as this, it's a masterpiece. You got to see it. I didn't really care for it. I thought it was okay. Hold on now. Don't lose your stuff. But I still liked it. I knew there was something good about it. And then I watched it again. And then I watched it again. And then every time I'd watch it again, I like it a little bit more. And then I watch it again, and then I love it a little bit more. And then I'd want to see it again. And now it's like over here in my collection, got the Criterion. I think it is a masterpiece, But it is funny how sometimes you do have to warm up to a masterpiece. Not everybody. I mean, you can watch that instantly. But sometimes there's movies maybe you've never seen. And I'm that's why I do my 52-week movie challenge, just to help me see movies I've never seen. Oh, we're gonna talk about that, y'all. By the way, you got some good news about the 52-week movie challenge. So, but yeah, now I'm right there with you. I love Princess Bride. I think it's one of the best fantasy films of all time. The sword fight, and look, and this is how much I love them. I fell in love with the movie so much that I got um come on. The lead actor. Okay, so it's not Mandy Patinkin. It's that name literally just was right here. You know what I'm talking about. The lead guy. Anyway, oh my god. Sometimes you just it's you're on camera and you forget everything. But that guy, it's gonna haunt me. Hang on, let me just roll to the bottom. Some of you were saying it. Somebody say his name. Come on, say his name. The lead. Anyway, so he's got a book, and it's called As You Wish. And a lot of times I used to have to drive to work. So I would get audiobooks because I had way more time sitting in the car than I had at home to read. And his book, As You Wish, the audiobook is the one you must get. And Dave, if you're watching, if you've never, because you do a little bit what I do is you get the audiobook and try to read along with the book with the audio, which I think is great, especially if it's the actual author, because then you hear it in their voice. So you get to hear As You Wish. Come on, somebody said it, right? Is nobody said it? What's his name? It's driving me crazy. So and you get to hear it in his voice, and he goes and he interviews Rob Reiner, Billy Crystal, and their voices come in on that audiobook As You Wish, and it is a delight. And he talks about how he broke his toe. He was, the cast is told not to mess around, and he would just watch Andre the Giant on this four-wheeler, and Andre the Giant talked him into riding a four-wheeler, but he had never ridden four-wheelers before. Gets on, guns it, flips it over immediately, and breaks his toe. And he still has to train for that sword fight. So keep that in mind when you watch him sword fighting. Just know that his toe is not healed yet. And there's a scene where he goes to sit down on a log where he keeps one leg extended. It's a very interesting way to, like, no one would sit on a log that way, but he was favoring his toe so it would heal. And people go, oh, look at that. Like, people are watching screenings and go, oh, you see the way he sat down? That's kind of cool. That was like a neat little character trait. Well, no, he's actually sitting down like that because if he sits down normal, it puts too much pressure on his broken toe. I mean, this thing is filled with anecdotes like that are just so great. Come on, Carrie Elwes, there it is. I didn't see anybody say it. It popped into my head. Carrie Elwes, did anybody say it yet? Let me look at anybody say Carrie Elwes yet? Oh, there it is. Kelly, yes, thank you. Yeah, it just popped in my head. Yes, Carrie Elwes. Like, see, we must have clicked at the same time. Like, you typed, I thought, there it is. But yes, so get that book, y'all. It is great. Get the audio book because it's great. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. So good. Well, it's just Legend, so you don't confuse it, but it's just Legend with Tim Curry. It's funny. It's directed by Ridley Scott. It's known for having had this massive fire at the soundstage, which destroyed these beautiful sets that they had. And I love it. I've always been a fan of that. See, that's another one that a lot of people didn't like from the get-go. But for me, because Tim Curry was in it, I was instantly a fan. In fact, oftentimes when I keep rewatching the movie, I keep waiting for the Tim Curry stuff to hurry up and come back. Because sometimes, it's not as good in the stuff in the middle. But yeah, Legend, I will say for many of us, it is a great movie. For some people, it doesn't click, but it's a great fantasy movie. Right up there with, Princess Bride, Stand By Me, Few Good Men, so freaking awesome. You preaching the truth, baby. Dimension Scott is here. What's up, buddy? Morning all. R.I.P. Rob and Michelle. Yes, Maria. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Always great to see your lovely face and your little kitty. Yeah, super sad, but it was fun reminiscing and having positive talks about Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle. I'd never seen Michelle on anything, but still got to throw some love to Michelle too. When I posted love for them around my socials, because I was literally still, I don't know, absorbing what had happened. I was just so shocked by it. Like, it's so brutal. And so I made sure to put her on the pictures as well, saying, RIP to Rob and Michelle, because it's just so sad. Yesterday I got some news on my birthday. I was happy we got some announcement about it. Kills the Flower Moon. Yeah, Flowers Moon. See, now that's one. Here's the deal with Kills the Flower Moon. I love the movie. I thought it was good. It was very long. And then yeah, I'm okay. Like, I don't really need to see that again. I know Marty Scorsese fans out there, you got to collect them all or whatever. It's like Ninja Turtles, collect them all. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's one I would pick up. I'd have to get in the mood for that one. Oh, Mr. Juggalo. What's going on, bud? My 52-week movie challenge, chum. We're going to talk about that when I get to it. Yeah, we're going to get to it. I love so many of his movies. Oh, Misery's your favorite. See, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. I love it. See, that's what I'm saying. This guy gave us so many great things. I love A Few Good Men. You love Misery. She loves, Princess Bride. It's just like, and others were like Spinal Tap. It's great. It's just that's what this guy gave us. He gave us so many different things that we can fall in love with. And so here, no, I'm going to keep it positive. I'm not going to go down the, if you're a conservative and love his, anyway, and love his movies, you should, be more respectful. Okay. All right, Jet, look at that, getting some haze in there. Rob is one I didn't get around to meeting. Nope, never crossed paths in any of my adventures, cons, conventions, or anything like that. I'm kind of surprised, but I don't know if he did a lot of those, to be honest. If he didn't do a lot of those, it's tough to bump in, since that's kind of how I meet a lot of my celebs, unless they just happen to come in where I was working. Saying, hey, Steve, Tony is here. Tony, the Tonester. Dude, you getting your shopping money ready? Your holiday cash in hand? 52-week mover challenge. 52-week mover challenge. Who's up for it? 2026 is going to be bigger, better. Oh, yeah. And look, here it is. This is what a wave I had right down here. Right? You get a quick, yeah. There it is. No, that's all you get right there. So this is the new 52-week movie challenge. 2026. Already crafting it out. I have on my YouTube channel in the community post tab a posting there that says, if you have an idea for one of the weeks of the genres for that week, let me know. And if I like it, I will add it to this list. And all I'm going to say is there have been some good ones and they're already on that list. So if you threw some down and you're curious if the old huckster has grabbed some of your ideas, know that I probably have. So this is going to be a fun one. So it'll be fun to sort of add y'all's to it. And then I'll have to watch a movie that is based on something you came up with. So I find that kind of fun too. And then you'll see yours on there and go, hey, mine's on the list, and get all excited. But it's coming. Like we're going to be doing a show on Monday the 29th, I think it is. Right, Jeff? Monday the 29th at about 6:30 California time, 9:30 on the East Coast. And we're going to just talk about how well we did for our 52-week movie challenge this year and what we're looking forward to in the next one, where I'm going to give everybody the new list. Oh, yeah. You got to watch it. It's going to be hot live, like right there. So, Tony, we're going to get to see what you guys are going to go shopping for here. Tony, Greg says, YouTube, watch Dodgers podcast. Called The Incline Rover, other Sun Coast. Oh, nice. That's cool. Maybe you could honor him by having a watch Rob Reiner film week in the challenge. Oh, believe me. Yes, I've actually already put in there, watch a Rob Reiner film. You have to get that out pretty quick though, because you want it to be relevant. Like I don't want to put it next December, but pick a Rob Reiner film. Absolutely. Why not? Why not start the year off with one of your favorites? So, there you go. You nailed it. You got me. That's why I like pulled this out. I was literally writing this while watching Spinal Tap 2. So that's how encouraged I was to get on top of that. I was on pile to watch next before this happened. I was also lukewarm the first time. This time I liked it better, but I don't love it yet. Yep. Look, that's exactly where I was. Girl, I'm right there with you. It was just okay the first time. And you know, I don't know. It's just one of those that the more you watch it and then you start to fall in love with certain things, then you can't wait to see those things again. And then the film, it just flipped for me. Just one day it just flipped. I'm like, yeah, Princess Bride. It's a good movie. Not like Misery. Yep. Those were instant hits with you, right? Like those were just, yeah, same with me. All of those, watch one, boom, done. Okay, we got it together. Yep, Cardio was. Huck, then we get topic of 50 week challenge, Spielberg. Yeah, it's fine. So yes, Dave, I actually already have Spielberg on the list as well because he's my favorite director. So yeah, and I don't know how many. I know I leave a few slots for pick your favorite director and then pick a movie that stars blank, a movie that stars blank. So if there's an actor you want me to fill in the blank, like on here right now, what I've done is I've sort of kept the one from, here it is. This is last year's right there. So that I can keep flipping back to it for inspiration to see like, oh, do I want to do this one again? Do that one again? Like, for example, I'll go ahead and give you a tease because you guys are here. You're my audience, so you always deserve a little something that the other people don't have. A week that I thought was a really good one for everybody, for all of us really, was week number 23. That was called a movie that you want to give a second chance to. Like, for example, if we watched The Princess Bride and didn't like it the first time, you would watch that again on the week you give a second chance to, because maybe you just weren't in the right mood or this and that. So for me, I rewatched Big Lebowski. That was one I just don't care for, and everyone loves it. So I feel like maybe I missed something. A couple of others on my list for that week possibility would have been 2001, but I have seen that 3 times, and so I kind of know I don't care for that movie. Raging Bull is also on here as maybe a rewatch, but I watched The Big Lebowski again, and I gotta say, much like with Princess Bride, that second viewing was much better than the first time I watched it. So I feel like if I see it a third time, maybe even a fourth time, I will then become the fan of Lebowski that everybody else is. But that challenge was really, it's a good test to get you to give a movie a second chance. So stuff like that. What's another one? Oh, there is a section at week 25 and week 50 that are always going to remain because I just love the numbers 25 and 50. On week 25, it's you pick a movie celebrating its 25th anniversary. And on the 50th, you pick a movie celebrating its 50th anniversary. Those are a lock. Those are just always going to be there because it always pushes it up by a year. So this would have been anything that came out in 1975. So next year, it's anything that comes out in 1976 for that, or it'll be 2001 for the 25th anniversary. So it's always going to change up the year that you have to pick from. So that's the thing. It's never just a pick any movie. The years of 25 and 50 lock it into when you can pick from. So yeah, anything else I want to throw? No, that's a good tease for now. That's a good tease for now. All right, so just know it's coming, y'all. It's coming. So let's get to let's just do real quick a couple more, but then I want to get to our stuff. Oh, it's As You Wish, Carrie Ellis's autobiography, As You Wish. Because he says it in the movie, As You Wish, because she's always, Buttercup is always asking him to do something, and he'll say, As you wish, as you wish, as you wish. Nicest guys. Yeah. My friend Keith met him at a convention in Louisiana. And what I miss about living in smaller areas like Louisiana as opposed to California is the foot traffic to go see Carrie at his table is less than it is here. So you can actually spend time talking, saying hi, saying what you loved about their performances. You maybe get a photo and shake their hands and they sign your book and then it's off you go. And you've spent 5, 10, 15 minutes with them and it's terrific. Here it's just like you feel this pressure to just quickly say, I love doing it. Like you want to say something meaningful, but you also feel this pressure that everyone else wants to say hi. So Pick it up, mister. So, yeah. So from what I've heard, he's absolutely super fun, super nice. There it is. Moody's like telling me stop yakking and start finding out about what Sue gonna get. What Sue gonna get? Hey, and Steelbook crew like Tony too, and you. Did we add that last week? Is and you. So here we go, Bob. I want you to wake up, my friend, and grab your coffee and hit the button because our friends want to see what Sue and Tony and the Steelbook crew. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Let's go. Chop, 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 chop. There it is. Here we go, y'all. Look at all this. Slap it to the side. There it is. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Okay. So here we go. December 16th. Yeah, it's today, y'all. Look at this. All you Mutant Ninja Turtle fans, you've been salivating. I don't know about you, but the thing next to it makes me salivate. What? Oh, get out of here, Aquadad. Oh, come on now, Boogie Nights. But you got your Mutant Ninja Turtles right there. Trilogy. That's a big old box set, though. You get your big ass mug, Mr. Moody. Well, that's a big ass box set. It's like 70 something bucks at first. I don't know what it's down to now, maybe 50 something. I like that wasn't quite my childhood. So like I've got the 3-pack Blu-ray that I keep telling myself, look, you got a good deal. You found that at a swap meet for like $3 and you still haven't watched it. So I'm trying to not get the FOMO with the Turtles because I honestly, if I talk to myself, say, oh, what's up? I can say, what's up back? You don't really need that. That's not your thing. That's not your jam. That's other people's jam that they're going to go get that. But something tells me somehow I'm going to end up getting it anyway. But I'm trying not to because I haven't even watched that one. So there you go. But right next to it, Boogie Nights Steelbook. I did not jump on that. I think it's sold out like everywhere. That's a nice design. It's very salacious. Of course, you got Roller Girl right there. Booty all shot to the camera. All the other characters behind him in a very cool artistic 10 there for the Steelbook. So that's coming out. You got Pee-wee's Big Adventure, though. Love that movie, a little Tim Burton movie with Pee-wee Herman coming to Criterion. So just in time for any sort of Criterion sale that's coming up later. The Reanimator in 4K. I've never even seen that. I see that all the time, and I keep thinking, God, that looks cool. God, that looks cool. And I never rent it. I never rented it, which is weird because it's the kind of thing I would have rented in a heartbeat. But I always overlooked it for some reason. I got your Boogie Nights in a regular 4K release. And also it looks like the Ninja Turtles are also probably a small, you got the big chunky box and then maybe just the 3 movies is what that looks like. Leaving Las Vegas, the movie that got Nick Cage his Oscar. Got your Rabbit, Jarhead, Scars of Dracula. Just fly through some of these. David Byrne's American Utopia, Walking Tall with the Rock, House on Honey Hill 3. What else we got here? We got some New Wave Hong Kong essentials. Wally Gator. So the Warner Archive continues to put out a lot of their archived Hanna-Barbera cartoons. It's so funny because I know that's a very niche audience, all those type of cartoons. Like I saw a bunch of those growing up as a kid, but I'm not sitting around the house going, I need the Wally Gator collection. Like to me, the only Hanna-Barbera that really holds any weight is Scooby-Doo. So, and I have Scooby. So look, and there it is. The Lippy the Lion and Hardy Har Har. What? I don't think so. I got your Monk in a nice full box set. So if you were collecting them in individuals as you went, or you weren't, now's your chance to pick them up in a big old box set. All right, let's just skip past this because there's a little something on the cover of that one there. I don't want to get flagged for it. Again, there's the Ninja Turtles. That's probably the Blu-ray box set. It's funny because if you really want those, I bet the transfers are great. So if the 4K sells out, maybe think about dipping into the Blu-ray set, y'all. I mean, if you're not a big 4K hog, and it's got to always be 4K, Blu-rays are fine, especially if they're coming off the same master. Look, I've seen some Blu-rays that have blown me away, like the Criterion on War of the Worlds. Forget about it. That thing is so good. It just can't look any better. I even picked up the 4K. Didn't change anything. So those might be great. More Warner Archive there with San Antonio. Old sci-fi from BBC called Blake 7. What else we got? Let's just do a little scan in here. Obviously, that's the Blu-ray of Pee-wee's coming on 4K and Blu-ray. Wolf of Wall Street. This is interesting. I've seen this. This is a reissue because I've seen this Steelbook of Leo at Walmart for like $12. I didn't pick it up because I already had the movie, and I don't really think that's a great looking steelbook. It's okay, but it's not one like, oh, I got a double dip to own that yellow head of Leo. No, movie's fantastic though. It's probably my favorite Scorsese movie, Wolf of Wall Street. So good. All right, what else we got? Just do a little scan here, see if we got anything. Y'all yell if you see something like, if you want rockers on 4K. I don't even know what that is. Mallrats, wasn't that already out on 4K? Anyway, it's got it listed here. Listing Ninja Turtles again. Just other versions. Now, this is interesting too. So, Paramount's putting out this little collection. And look, this is really good, y'all. I'm going to have to show it to you in just a second. Let me come back to it. That's your J Girl Yummy. Gingerbread Man, Murder Fun, Death Short. Yeah. A couple little fun little haunted movies. But look, so check out this set. I'm going to pull it up for you. For $55, it's $54.99, naturally $55. But look at this. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies. And in that, you get Ferris Bueller, Untouchables, Top Gun, Beverly Hills Cop, and Trading Places. All absolute bangers. 5 movies on 4K. That's literally not even... It is. It's like $11 each on the nose. It's $11. 11 times 5 is 55. So $11 for a 4K. If you don't own any of those, man, go grab this totally awesome 80s collection. I literally have every single one of those, but so therefore I don't need that. I don't have Trading Places in 4K, but all the other ones I have in 4K. So for me, it would just benefit me to grab Trading Places in 4K if I wanted that. I have the Blu-ray. So, but there it is, y'all. That is what's happening. Tony, what's you going to get out there? What's Sue going to get? I mean, I can only imagine everyone's shooting for that. Where is it? The Boogie Nights one, but I just don't think you're going to find that in store, right? I mean, good luck with that. Maybe if you show up at Walmart and there's 2 copies, you just better grab them both because your friend will probably want a copy too. But of everything that's out here, I'd say Boogie Nights is the thing I would want the most, followed by Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And then after that, I don't know, maybe Ninja Turtles. I don't know. Y'all chime in. I know we got some big old Ninja Turtle fans. The ball is hackies poking me in the neck. There we go. All right, y'all. So that is it. That is what is out there. That is your hot tip from the huckster telling you what is coming out today in case you didn't know. That's it, man. Tiger Blue is here, man. Tiger Blue, let us know your favorite Rob Reiner film in the comments. Por favor. Tried watching Misery once. Couldn't get into it. There you go. That's what I'm saying. It's the beauty of movies. For some, it's their favorite, and for some, it just doesn't click, and that's cool, man. That's A-okay. It's intense. I'll tell you, boy, when it gets to that shin and the sledgehammer, oh, makes my feet hurt just thinking about it. Youch. Yeah. Come on, people, hit the like button. Oh, that's crushing. Really? 9? Y'all, it's been almost an hour. Are we really only at 9? After we showed all this love for Rob Reiner. Hang on. See, now you're making me have to go to my own channel and hit refresh. Because, really, guys, you always get to at least 15 by now. Is that for real? All right. I'm going to have to hit it. Here we go. It's going to tell me the truth. All right. It says 18 now. Not bad. Let's get to that 20, y'all. Hit the 20 to 25. That would be something. Let's go. Come on for Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle. Let's go. Tiger Blue saying, hey, what's up, Brian? Excited to get the 50-week movie challenge. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Like I said, if you got a topic, run over to my tab on the community and add it because I'm making the list right now. I'm predicting that by the end of this week, I'm going to have it all massaged up and moved around and ready to go so that when we have our 52-week recap show at the end of the year, we're going to present it right there. It'll be just in time so everybody can start their thing. Now, here's the funny thing. I got to let y'all know. The year starts in a very strange way. Like it's on a Thursday, right? So January 1st is on a Thursday. Just to let you, I went round and round about this. So if you take that into consideration and you want to include every single day, there's like 53 weeks in the year. But it's a weird way to do it because then on that last week, it's only one day. Like the 31st is on a Thursday. So to me, that's not a week. That's not a real week, because then you're going to roll into 2027, and that's going to be a new list. So to make it flow and fall on a nice 52-week thing, you're basically going to get a break. Like, so, because it's the new year, it's January 1st, it's the new year, and then it's the weekend. You get Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. Don't even worry about it. And we're going to make this so easy, because every week will then start on a Sunday. That way you can go Sunday to Saturday, Sunday to Saturday. So it's how most people see a week anyway, right? Is it starts Sunday, boom, and it goes to Saturday. So that's how each of the weeks, it'll be easy to sort of massage in your viewing for a whole week there. Because for me, last time it started on a Wednesday, so all my weeks went Wednesday to Wednesday, right? Because technically that's how the year went. But this time, you get the first 3 days off to go play around, do what you want, and then we'll start on Sunday, like January 4th, and that'll give you 52 weeks to do the challenge perfectly, right? The Hucksters got you back, y'all. I got you back. So it's nice and easy, and it doesn't turn into a 53-week thing. It gives you 1 day to watch your life. It's silly. So we're going to do it like that, and it's going to be awesome. So that's how we've designed it, y'all. It's going to be good. Oh, crud. I didn't put a ticker on the last one I just looked at. I think it was probably you, Brian. Let's see. Princess Bride, absolute fave. Coincidentally, I just treated myself to 4K. Oh, nice. Good deal. I'm so down with the challenge, dude. I'm telling you, it's going to be twice as big. I'm predicting at least twice as many people jumping on it this year. You guys are going to love it. It's fun. Never feel compelled like you got to do all 52. Naturally, I do. I will have hit all 52. It's only 2 left, y'all. There's 2 more. 2 more. We're almost done. Can you believe it? Woo! Look at that. Swing that ball. Huh? Take it easy. But look, it's going to be a great challenge. I want as many people playing it as we can. That's why I want you guys to toss in a couple of ideas or 2 over there on my community challenge here on YouTube or over on Instagram. And we'll plug some in there if I like them. Hey, look at there. So living in LA, how much do you visit sites? You know, it's so funny. Not often. I have, though, visited lots of them. I just don't do it often because, you know, that's like they say is if you live in Vegas, I know people live in Vegas, they don't go to the strip. They don't go party on the strip and hit the things because once you settle in and you're living your life, it's there's no pressure to get out and see something right away. But then when friends come into town, I sort of light up and become a tour guide. You know, my buddy Tim came into town. I was telling him all the hot spots to go see. I'm like, oh, well, if you're going to be here, there's also this and this. So go see that. Oh, if you're in right there on Hollywood Boulevard where they shoot the Oscars at the Kodak Theater, that's Hollywood and Highland. Right across the street is the Mel's Diner, the classic Mel's Diner that was in the George Lucas movie American Graffiti. It's not the one they used, but that's what it's based on. So it's like a Hollywood thing. Right next to that is the Hollywood Museum and this and that. So yeah, there's tons of good stuff to do. I just don't do them as often. I always get excited to do them though when I do go out. Oh yeah, let's go, Jeff. Oh, the Huckster's here and the Ponster's here. Let's go, man. Luke and Ponster, boom. Tag team back again. Check it. Let's begin. Body on. Come on. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, man. Luke's a good dude. He's got a great channel. Man, everybody gotta go see John Doe Juggalo. See, your alliteration gets my mouth every time. John Doe Juggalo. Go to Jeff's channel. It's awesome. Go to Luke's channel. Go to Dave's channel. Everybody's got some good channels here. Go check them out, man. Go hit them a like. Give them a brand new like right now. I dare you. With the holiday spirit in your head. Go to Luke Ponto's channel. Go to John Doe Juggalo's channel. Come on. Go to Dave's channel. Click them up, y'all. Let's see. Favorite Rob Reiner, Spinal Tap. Yup. That's a good one. Dude, I love that. See, it's like everyone's favorites all over the place. I really want to talk about Christmas movies. What makes everyone think? Die Hard, Christmas movies. So yeah, I mean, that's true. Now, I did a video on my channel that says Die Hard's a Christmas movie, and I can prove it. So, and it's good, man. It's good. I rewatched it myself. Go look at it. Just go watch. Go sit. If you think here's my comparison. If you think Home Alone is a Christmas movie, then by comparison, I can completely convince you Die Hard's a Christmas movie because there are tons of parallels. Absolutely. But you have to be on the camp that Home Alone's a Christmas movie. If for any reason you say, well, Home Alone's not a Christmas movie, done. Then Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. But if you, for a moment, think that Home Alone is a Christmas movie, I got you. I got you. Go watch the video. If y'all haven't seen it, if you're on my channel and you came after I made that movie, that video, and you don't know about it, go watch it. It's actually pretty funny. It's not very long, but it's kind of hilarious when you see comparisons. If I were to have made it again today, I'd make it a little bit, a little tighter. I was being very like playful with it, But, and by the way, I'm just going to say, after I made that video, go look at the timestamp and then look at all the ones that came after that. And for whatever reason, everybody else gets more views than me. But I think, I didn't even look. So I know that when I put mine up, I was first. And then a month later, Watch Mojo came out with the exact same video. Coincidence? I don't know. Watch Mojo. Because I know that people like at Watch Mojo, they look at a lot of videos on YouTube to get inspired to make their next one. And they did theirs, and they did theirs differently than mine. So, they do that Watch Mojo, choppity chop, kind of get right to it kind of thing. So, but I'm just going to say, I beat Watch Mojo by an entire month about his Die Hard a Christmas movie. I'm just going to lay that right there. Yeah, not that it was first, but I beat out a lot of people. When Harry Met Sally is a good one. Starts the New Year's with, New Year's. Oh, I may have to do that. That'd be good. You know what? I think I'm just going to put Rob Reiner in that first week. Let's see, what did I have? I may have had Spielberg there originally because this hadn't happened to Rob yet. But yeah, week 1, man, let's do it. Let's make it. Week 1 will be a Rob Reiner movie. We're just going to do it. We're going to call it right here, right now. Starring Carrie Fisher. That's non-Star Wars. Cool. Now, again, you got to go put it on the thing because once this thing is over and I start working, I'm going to kind of forget. I need things in print, y'all. I hate to say it, but I do because that's a good one. And if you don't want to lose that one, because I did something similar to that, Dave, I did go watch a non-Die Hard Bruce Willis movie. Because I feel like a lot of people, if I say watch a Bruce Willis movie, they're going to watch Die Hard. So I wanted to say don't watch a Die Hard movie. And that got me to watch a movie I'd never seen before, directed by Kevin Smith with Tracy Morgan, called Cop Out. Was not that great, but I wanted to see it. So I think it's in the sellback pile. Well, there you go. Amazing cameos and odd dark humor. Great Knopfler soundtrack. I love Falk. Yeah, as the grandfather. Yeah, the cutting back and forth is neat. Like he's telling a story to his grandson. It's such a great little flick. And then you remember that you see the Deadpool thing where Deadpool's doing the nod to Princess Bride. Is pretty funny. I think he's due Christopher Nolan, put it around July. It's funny you say that. So there are things that I'm baking into this year that I did intentionally last year, but I didn't do it enough. Like, ironically, I did put watch a superhero movie, but I spaced out and I put it like in, I don't know, November or something. And I'm like, why didn't I put it right in the middle of the summer when there was Fantastic Four, Superman, and then you could go to the movies and see one of those. So I'm going to try to be more well-timed with a lot of my things. So if I'm going to say, go see this, go see that, it'll give you some options to go to the theater or to watch something at home. I want to be like really good about that this year. It's 9 o'clock. Let me just make sure work isn't morning. Oh. Okay. So far, so good. No one's yelling to say, come on, we're doing a meeting. But there you go. Let's see. For the 50th, I'm going to watch. Dude, it's so funny. That was one on my list. That's the greatest thing about popping them all up. You know what? I'm going to hold you right there. I'm going to hold you right there because I think you have a fantastic segue. What do I sound like? Omar. Okay. All right, y'all. We're just going to bounce back. What is this? I took out that. All right, we're going to take this down. And Bob, if you don't mind, we're going to talk about the box office real quick while we're always like flowing together, man. We always keep this show going. But here it is. There it is. The box office, y'all. Let's tickety talk about it. I told you last week. I called it. I said that given the percentages, I was pretty confident that Zootopia was going to come back into spot number one. And sure, Shinola, I was right. There it is. Zootopia bouncing back in right there at 25.8 mil, y'all. Just steamrolling it. It's already $1 billion movie. Can you believe it? I mean, it's just I don't know. Like I liked it, but my gosh, I don't know what people were dying to take kids out. I don't know. It just has mass global appeal. This thing not only is it at almost 260 million here, it's at like 878 million, like internationally, giving us a $1.1 billion take right now. So internationally, people couldn't wait to watch a bunch of animals walk around and have an adventure. It's like it's kind of shocking. I mean, it never underestimate that family friendly Disney brand. Number 2 is Five Nights at Freddy's, 19.3 right there. Coming in at number 2, it'll pump past the 100 mil. It's already at 95, so doing pretty good. My dog's gonna come in here any minute now and beg for food. Got you Wicked for Good, still doing strong. It's definitely doing better here than internationally. Like the American audience is loving Wicked for Good. Couldn't wait to see the conclusion of it. I saw it as well. I found it a little bit less than the first half, which first half is a little bit more playful, less dark. Second one's obviously dark because we know where it goes. But I enjoyed the performances. Thought Ariana was stupendous in that. So there you go. 8.5 mil for Wicked for Good. You got let's give this a shot. I'm gonna go with I think it's Durandar, right? Instinctually, I want to say Durander, but that's like an American pronunciation. So I'm gonna go with Durandar. See if I'm right about that. 3.5. And Now You See Me, Now You Don't, still in the top 5. I was kind of curious that was going to get just pushed out. But no, it hung on, y'all. It hung on to part 5. Now, there's a new movie that came out that was in more theaters than Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And that was Ella McKay, right? So that's that new movie with Jamie Lee Curtis where she screams at the girl. And it's also got Woody Harrelson in it. Looks very cute. Did not do that huge this weekend. It's brand new. Looks cute. Looks like a good, like something like a good mother-daughter movie. Only made $2 million. That's down there in the number 7 spot. And the re-release of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, not as big as some of the other re-releases like Back to the Future and Jaws, which like dominated, and Avatar, things like that. It only made 1.9 million down at number 8. So there you go. But this is the top 5. And the take. So there you go. So let's see what else I've seen. Yeah, I've seen all these except Durandar. I don't get a lot of these kind of films up at my local theaters. So if you do and you saw it, let us know in the comments if it was good. Now let's get to what's coming out this Friday, y'all. Obviously, the big shinoli here is Avatar: Fire and Ash. Everything else, forget about it. But you do have options, like if you want like a thriller kind of thing here with The Housemaid, where creepy Amanda Seyfried and she's manipulating Sydney Sweeney, and I don't know, it's definitely one of those intriguing type films. I think that'll do well. And you got your Marty Supreme about a ping pong champ. I don't think that is going to do huge box office. It's funny because like it's talked about as being great, and also a lot of people are like, I don't get what the deal is with Marty Supreme. He's good in it, but like if he's getting nominated over people like Brendan Fraser for Rental Family, and by the way, I didn't put it up here because I didn't even really see it on the new release list because I don't think it's going to be in a lot of people's places. But Is This Thing On? Is the comedy drama starring Will Arnett, Lego Batman, Arrested Development, super funny. He's on the podcast Smartless with Sean Hayes and, our boy Jason Bateman. They are hilarious together. He is the lead of this. And I got to tell you, his performance is amazing. Like you just don't expect, like I haven't seen him do enough to know that he had this in him. And to me, that's the kind of stuff that should get Oscar nominations. We already know that Timothée Chalamet is a good actor. And if this doesn't push the bar for Timothy, let's just not throw out a nom for Timothée Chalamet because it's him. Why don't we look past that and find people who gave us a performance that blew us away? So if you get a chance, please, I highly recommend Is This Thing On. It is top 10 for me of the year. So good. So good. I want to do a video too that gives me the top 10 surprising films of the year, and that would be up there for sure. But these are it. These are, and even threw SpongeBob in there because it's another family movie. So it's funny because a TV based movie never does as big as an actual theatrical thing like Zootopia. So while I think SpongeBob is geared towards a lot of little kids, I don't think parents want to go see that, but parents want to go see Zootopia because it's got some adult humor that you can get. But I tossed this in here because maybe it'll take a few bucks away from Zootopia. So right. So, but with these, let's see what do we think? Well, let's just do a fun game called Get Out of Here. So let's see. The top 5 was Zootopia, Freddy's, Wicked, Durandar. Okay, so Now You See Me Die Don't will definitely go out of the top 5. Durandar, I think it only made 3.5 million. That'll be gone. It's only in 377 theaters anyway. And I think easily Avatar will be number 1, and Housemaid I think is going to pop up in there. Maybe in the 3rd place position. I still think Zootopia. I don't know how many people are dying to go out and see Housemaid, but I think enough to keep it in the top 5. And then the other 2, I don't know. I don't find any buzz like on a big scale for either of these 2 movies. But they are new movies, so that leaves 2 more slots. So, but I still think Five Nights at Freddy's and Wicked are going to stay on there, and I think they're going to do better than those. So I don't even know if the Marty and Bob are going to make top 5. So there you go. That is it there. So we're just going to keep this up, y'all, because I know time is running out. We're going to get to the 52-week movie challenge. Here we go. 1975 was the year for Rocky Horror Picture Show. I remember growing up with this and being a whole part of that midnight screening thing. And, you bring your squirt guns and your newspapers and your rice and your toast. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about and you say I'm crazy and maybe I smell toast, no. There is something about the Rocky Horror Picture Show. If you don't know, it became a cult classic because of what the fan base started to do while watching this film. They would start to dress up as their favorite characters. They would stand up in the aisles and they would sing along and they would dance along, and then they would interact. So if somebody says something on the screen, they'd yell something back, or they would yell something setting up a line from somebody else, and then they'd sort of add to it. And it just kind of steamrolled into this thing. And it's now become like the greatest midnight movie of all time. An absolute perfect example of a cult classic. In fact, if anything deserves probably the number 1 status of cult classic, it has to be this movie. And so it's funny. I wanted to give it a shot without all that hoopla, right? I don't think I've seen it too much outside of going to see it in cinemas, but I have the collections at home, and so I just watched it as a movie. But the good thing for me is while I'm watching the movie, I'm playing all those moments out in my head that I had in the theater, which gives me a different perspective on the movie than if you're just watching this as a movie. I can see that you may not like this movie. It's very weird, bizarre, it's different. It's hard to pull apart my experiences with this movie and just tell you, is this a good movie by itself? I don't know. It's a weird movie. But nonetheless, I watched it. I was singing the songs. Tim Curry, absolutely, again, just like in Legend, he steals every scene he's in. You cannot take your eyes off of Tim Curry. I'm surprised he never became an even bigger star than he was. But, those of us that love him. But there it is. So the Rocky Horror Picture Show was a winner. I gave it 4 stars. I liked it a lot. It had me going. So it was celebrating its 50th anniversary. It came out in 1975. Next week, y'all, is going to be the Universal Pictures Oscar nominee / winner. So all you got to do is dig through your Universal collection and watch something that appears to that. Now, what I'm going to do next year, I don't know why I flip these. Next week at 51, I'm going to make that the Christmas movie. I think I did Christmas movie on week 49 because week 50 always has to be the 50th anniversary, right? And 49, I did a Christmas movie, and then 51, I'm doing this. So I might flip those so that Christmas falls more on that Christmas week, if you will. That's what I'm thinking about that. But, and also with the Universal Pictures Oscar nominee winner, earlier this year, I only picked 2 studios per year to do it. So the first one was Paramount Studios, nominee winner, and now Universal. So next year, I'm going to keep the same categories, but we're going to pick Warner Brothers and probably, I don't know, what do you think? 20th Century Fox? Pick the 4 big studios there. And then maybe the year after we can get smaller, something like MGM or whatever. But yeah, I think next year we'll do the same thing, but we'll do Warner Brothers and 20th Century Fox. I think that'd be good. So there you go. That was it. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Have you seen this movie? It is crazy. It's wacky. And I absolutely loved it. So, all right, there you go, Bob. Thank you so much. We are done with all of our hot topics. Guys, you just hung in there. So good. How are we doing, y'all? Did we crack 20 yet? We're still at 18? Come on. We're talking good stuff here. 20 on the nose. All right. I guess we'll take it. You're in for a treat. Buffalo's Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was on my list. It was almost there, but I had seen that, and I really wanted to see this one at home to see if it still gave me the goods, and it did. And by the way, when Meatloaf comes in and sings his Hot Patootie, bless my soul. I mean, he lights up the screen when he comes on, but it's short-lived. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, let's go. No. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Solid 5-star movie. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's your all-time number one from Foreman. Oh, Amadeus is your number one. Nice. So as a kid, I was a bit too young to appreciate it. Yes to all that. I mean, I saw Cuckoo's Nest a little older and liked it. Show us your mug. Yeah, there it is. That's my elf mug right there. Look at that. Will, it's the same on both sides. Oh, crack my wrist. There you go. Got it. You know what I do? All during October, I try to have all my mugs scary related, and then all during December, I try to keep all my mugs or glasses because I have pints that are also Christmas themed. So yeah, I drank it too quickly. Well, hopefully now you got a nice shot of Elf. It is Elf indeed. Probably my all-time fave Christmas movie. Yes, watch that. And let's see. There's release of Wall Street on 4K. Yeah, I mean, that's what I figured it was. It was just a re-release in that 10. Donated. I got it. It's Hugo. Ooh, girl, good pick. That's another one. Look, I never saw Hugo. Found it at the dollar store. See, here's my problem too. I find a good deal, and then I crap on that deal by buying the Criterion. Like, I liked it. I thought, oh, that was really good. I'm going to get the 4K Criterion now. So then I spend $25. So that kills the dollar deal, I haven't even watched that upgrade on 4K yet. But yeah, Hugo was really cool. I was wondering, though, when is the movie part of it going to kick in? It kicks in the second half, really. Like the video, y'all. Yeah, come on, Hoss. Tell them how it is. Slap it with your pizza. Pepperoni flying everywhere. Smack it. Already got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, you got it already? Not allowed. That's right. Wrap it. Who scored the big box office booty? Yeah, we just talked about it, man. Box office booty. Yeah, we did it. Nope. No, maybe you came in a little late, but it's right here. Marianne, I'm working on it. Oh, that's all you get to see. But I pulled up the list last night, and then I printed out a blank one, and I started watching Rob Reiner's Spinal Tap 2, to have some inspiration on the screen while I'm writing the new ones. So it's getting made, and then we're going to do a recap show on Monday, December 29th. So I will post that shortly so you can hit the notify me and all that. And we're going to talk about, basically, it'll be simple categories like what surprised you the most of your watches, what failed, like, oh, not good, and things like that. What would you watch again? What would you like to see on the next one? Stuff like that. We're going to go over that on the challenge. And we'll have a good little mix of guest stars. Jeff is going to be one of them on the show, and we'll talk about him. And then we'll present the new 52 right at the end. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, you'll find out, Mr. McPizza. All I'm gonna say is well done. That's all I'm gonna say. You will be happy with the new list. Some made me smile. So let's just say, yeah, you shouldn't be disappointed. I'm not getting anything. I'm on a buying freeze until Christmas. Look, we have to do that. My wife and I do the same thing, Jeff. It's like when December 1st hits, she looks at me, she goes, okay, done. You got your Black Friday out of your veins. No more. Don't buy anything. Don't buy anything. I'm like, all right. I mean, I'll still buy stuff if I know it's not going to be Christmas related. Like I need some new shoes, some new sneakers. I'll probably get those just because I know the kind I want. I want to get the right one and plus try it on and see. But but other than that, yeah, if it's movie related or anything, total freeze. If it's little cool pop culture goodies, freeze. All that stuff makes for a good present for moi. So you're a strong man, Jeff. Do it. That's right. I'm not picking up anything this week. You got to wait. We all have to wait. Good heavens. Good heavens. I got so excited. Hold on. Let me mute this. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. Just got to make sure y'all I'm not missing anything. With work. Okay. All right. We got to wrap her up here. Okay. All right, y'all. So yeah, no getting those goodies. Not really bought much. Yeah, a little light on money. Oh, amen. Me too, bro. Yeah, that's when I stacked up. I stacked up on Black Friday. Now I haven't bought anything. Sunday, Saturday, most weeks. Yeah, I mean, and that's generally how it goes. That's the best way to do it. It feels like, although technically it is Wednesday to Wednesday because of when the year started. But I fixed all that, and the beauty is that means if next year starts Thursday, and the year after it's going to be Friday, and then Saturday. So eventually, it's going to start on Sunday anyway. But I think I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep pushing it, especially the longer. If it's Friday, I'm not going to go Friday to Friday because I think it's going to definitely be a 53 week. It doesn't have the same role, 53 week movie challenge. No, it's 52 week, man. But there you go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. I will go look. Pardon me, y'all. What's up, Ben Graham? Yeah, great idea. But man, go add to it. Add to it. Really got a museum, hometown either. It's weird. When I was in LA, it's running around like crazy. Yep. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, right? So that's the thing is, yeah, here there is a lot to go see and do. If your area is just all, like you said, like museums and stuff, I can see why that would be like, oh boy, some places are just more conducive to it. Like if I didn't literally live in the LA area, I wouldn't have all this to go to either. Like if I lived 4 or 5 hours away, I would have to make it a vacation like everyone else because that's substantially far. Everyone should watch Huck's Die Hard Christmas videos. Well put together, very entertaining. Oh, thank you, man. Tiger Blue, a fan. I appreciate it. I spent a lot of time on it. A lot of people don't look like they spend as much time thinking it out like I did. I literally found a scene where the bad guys slam into a wall just like the bad guys in the other. No one found that similarity. Come on. Nailed it. All right. Mr. Hubbard's here. Good morning, chum. What's going on? I threw one on Insta. Oh, can't wait to go see what you guys are tossing on there. Look, I need some. Like, I just have to repeat some good ones or make up some new ones. Nice. Who wins supporting actress? Why we don't have nominations yet? I don't know. As soon as we get the nomination, if you're talking about Golden Globes, that's a wide range because I don't know. Are you talking about Golden Globes, Stacey? Or are we talking about the Oscars? Because I don't know if it's Golden Globes, I like to see Ariana take that one. Oh no, y'all! You can tell it's almost time. I'm almost out of tea. It's very sad. All right, let's plow through these. I know you just got here, but I can't tell you that right now, Stacey. That's part of the show. You got to wait and see. I will not divulge that. That is that you have to tune in December 29th. See what was my favorite of the 52-week movie challenge. You got to do that too. Got to have favorites. Yes, maybe want to watch Alice Smith and Jones. Oh yeah. So the challenge got you to watch that. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's what I tell you. That's my favorite part about the challenge. I added in 2 more suggestions. Nice. Look at you guys go. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna look. I'm not gonna grab all of them, but if they're good, and I'm looking and have a slot that I'm dying to fill, and you got something I'm like, oh, that's a good one. Uh, just know I'm probably gonna pick it. Like Haas, you gonna be happy. That's all I'm gonna say, son. Let's see. Yeah. What's up, Michael Eli, my dude? What's going on, Mr. Cortez? Good to see you as always. Smith and Jones, fantastic. Also back in the day, not the 9 o'clock news with Smith and Jones. Oh, Rowan Atkinson, love that dude. I know. You. Let's see. Don't forget slash that like button. Do it, y'all. Do it. I know we were at 20 when I first here. Let me just hit refresh. This will be the last refresh I do. And we are at 21. All right. I don't think you guys are going to get me to 25 before I sign off. That would have been nice. Good holiday cheer. See 25, but that's okay. Yo, Steve. Love the shows. Thanks, Stacy. Thank you, as always. Tiger, absolutely. Love that one. Too bad the DVDs. Oh, they don't have all the episodes. I always hate when you get like a collection of a show, because now you just all you want is the complete whatever, the complete series, the complete this, and now it's just like highlight reel of 7 favorite episodes. I'm like, what's the point of having that? What if I don't think those are my favorite 7 episodes, right? Song Blues, terrific. Monday Mystery. Oh, you saw it from Monday Mystery? Nice. Yeah, I hear that Kate Hudson is quite good in that. Nice. What's your top 5 worst movies? Oh, well, let's see. Okay. Was that this year? I can't remember. When did Long Legs come out? Was that this year? I would say my 2. I can't think of 5 off the top, but 2 is and Luke knows these. Hell of a Summer. Sorry, and they're both 2 movies he really likes. But it's Hell of a Summer and Long Legs. Was Long Legs this year? I feel like it wasn't. Was it? No, it wasn't. Right? Hang on. Now I got to look it up. I know Hell of a Summer was, because I almost walked out of that. Long Legs. Nope, that was 2024, so never mind. But Hell of a Summer was this year, so that was my least favorite movie of the year. Sydney needs a hit. Yes, she does. She does. I like that comedy with her and Glenn Powell, I thought that was very funny. Let's see. Shame. Hold on, classic stuff, yeah. Oh yeah, you guys talking some classic Britcoms and stuff like that. Look at Housemaids, really good. Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's see if the end of this movie gets you in that same place. Thought Marty Supreme wasn't coming out until Christmas Day. Yeah. I mean, well, I guess they changed it, tried to get more people to go see it. Getting some Finland love right there. Your main character redeems. I don't know. Star Wars count? Anakin Skywalker. I don't know if Avatar is going to win the box office, because I've been hearing people. Yeah, that's what I love about Avatar is it has virtually no advertising, but everyone's going to go, especially if the Doomsday Trail's in front of it. I'm going. Oh yeah, I've heard of that one, the Dudley Moore Peter Cook Show. Let's see. All right, y'all. Let's see. What time is it? All right. I think I'm just gonna. Sorry, I'm gonna have to kind of quickly look and may have to just sign off, y'all. Love Tim Curry Legend. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Sorry. Reboot of Kroll. No, movie was terrible. I remember seeing it because I like sci-fi stuff. I'm like, I want to love that movie. It's just bad. I don't know. Maybe remake it if somebody can do a good job of it. You saw Welcome to Derry. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen it. Since I'm kind of in the Christmas spirit, I thought about putting it on, but I'll probably wait until the next year and pop that in. You binged it yesterday and loved it. Nice. Watching Elf last night. Oh, good. Yeah. It's, like I said, it's my favorite Christmas thing, I think. Sorry, you guys got some good stuff, but I have to sign off here. What's 52 Week Me Challenge group? Once we get the new group and I know who's in it, I'm going to add those people to the group that's already there. So Dave, if you're down, if you're in, you'll be added into the previous 52-week movie challenge, and anybody else here. So you just have to have an Instagram account, so you can play along. And all we do there, it's not a big thing. You don't have to, but it's kind of fun because we all sort of chime in with each other. Like, how'd you do this week? I watched this. I watched that. You know, or you know what? I'm behind 4 weeks. I'm just going to skip them, and then I'll. It's just a way to kind of check in with each other and see how you're doing on the thing. Yes, you two have a fantastic day, buddy. Mike Nichols movie. Oh, it's got to be Working Girl. I love Working Girl, 100%. Don't use anything but YouTube, but excited for the. Yeah, that's fine too. Just take the challenge then. Take the challenge, and then when yeah, just take the challenge, and I'll post stuff in the community tabs all the time, saying this is what I watched, and then you can just respond in that. That's a great way to stay connected, Stacy. It's just say, "Oh, cool, you watched." Like I watched like our picture show. You could say that I watched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest or whatever, and then or if you did see Rocky Horror, let me know what you thought of it. Stuff like that. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. Bye, y'all. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, we're just gonna. All right, we're just gonna say bye, y'all. I just have to. I gotta go, y'all. The work is now banging at the door. So, look, once again, a fantastic day. Thank you so much for coming out. R.I.P. Rob and Michelle Reiner. You will be missed. Thank you for all the wonderful entertainment you've given this world, and may you rest in peace. And go watch a Rob Reiner movie. You can watch one now. We're gonna put one up at the very first week of the new 52-week movie challenge, and it's just going to be great. So thank you all. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever, Hanukkah, whatever you all celebrate. Have a great time, and we're going to catch you all next week. In the meantime, finish up strong, y'all. 2 more weeks of the 52-week movie challenge. Let's go, Bob. All my cafe members for their support. And if you'd like to be a cafe member to help support the channel, please consider hitting that join button now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. We'll see you on the next one.